everybody, and welcome to day 295 of Rhys' stories. And today I'm going to be reading you The Snow Queen, illustrated by Alan Marks and written by Hans Christian Andersen. Long, long ago, and even further away, lived two best friends, Gerda and Kay. In all the world, no two friends were as close. One crisp winter's day, Kay was crunching through the snow when he saw a twinkling snowflake. It grew larger and larger until suddenly it turned into a woman dressed in a sparkling white cloak. The next second she was gone. The following afternoon, Kay was with Gerda when, oh! A sharp speck of ice flew into his eye. From that moment, everything changed. Kay began teasing Gerda and ripping up all her precious flowers. Then he made fun of people in the street. As each day passed, he grew more and more horrible. Whatever's happened to Kay, Gerda asked her grandmother. George's grandmother shook her head sadly and sighed. I think he's been enchanted by the Snow Queen, she said. After a while, Kay ignored Gerda. Altogether, he only wanted to play outside in the snow. His cheeks glowed and his eyes shone. He never seemed to notice the cold. On the coldest day of the winter, the Snow Queen came for Kay. In a day she caught hold of her sleigh. She commanded her snow-white horse in a voice spikier than icicles, home! And they flew from the market square, Kay clinging on behind. The Snow Queen took Kay far, far away to her palace of ice in the frozen north. Kay grew colder and colder and colder, so cold he might have been carved from ice himself. Week after week he sat still as a snowman, trapped in a room made from blocks of ice. Soon he completely forgot Gerda and everything in his old life. But Gerda didn't forget Kay. As the flowers started to bloom, she set off to look for him. First she followed the winding river. When the river ran out, she left her boat and walked. She walked for days and days until, lost and alone in a forest, she finally stopped. A glossy black crow hopped up to her. Caw! He croaked. What's wrong? I'm looking for my friend, she said. The Snow Queen stole him. A queen, croaked the crow. Perhaps he's taken him to the palace by the lake. Caw! I'll show you. He led Gerda through sleeping halls where royal dreams glided past. Try the robber's castle, they whispered. Take the golden coach instead. The robber's castle stood high on a hill, stark against the sky. Following a moonlight path, the golden coach rattled its way to the top. Inside the castle, Gerda told her story again. The Snow Queen lives in the frozen north, said a robber girl. My reindeer can take you. The robber girl watched them go, waving until Gerda and her reindeer were out of sight. They had a long, hard journey ahead. The air turned cold and stung Gerda's face like hail. Her face went numb, but still they kept going. At last, towering in the distance, she saw the Snow Queen's glittering palace of ice. In a whirl of snowflakes, the Queen's guards sprang at Gerda. As Gerda cried out, her breath formed into misty angels. Silently, they swooped down and attacked the palace guards. Gerda ran into the palace, calling for Kay. She put her hand over his frozen heart, and it began to thaw. A warm tear melted the speck of ice in Kay's eye and trickled down his cheek. Gerda, he whispered. Kay jumped up, sending blocks of ice flying. The Snow Queen could only watch in icy fury. as Gerda and Kay fled, leaving her chilly palace forever. Back at home, Gerda's grandmother was overjoyed to see them. "I can't believe you escaped the Snow Queen," she cried over and over again. And she hugged them both tightly as if she'd never ever let them go. The end. I hope you enjoyed that lovely story called The Snow Queen, and again illustrated by Alan Marks and written by Hans Christian Andersen. So I hope you enjoyed that wonderful story. And since we're going back into lockdown again, you can improve your reading now a lot by reading lots of books. So go back to my first video, Chicken Nickel, and go and watch my video today to see how my voice has changed a lot from reading. So enjoy the rest of your wonderful day, and I guess I'll see you all tomorrow for day 296 of Rhys's stories. So read more to improve your reading, and stay home and stay safe. So bye everybody, and good